Well, we're picking up a little bit of rain out there this evening in spots, and that will continue overnight through tomorrow before we dry out and head into a dry weekend and early next week time period. We are going to note a pretty big drop in temperatures and humidity values, and we'll show you that in a second. Prior to today's rain, we've been running a deficit of about a half an inch. Year to date, we're still sitting at a surplus of 4 3/4 of an inch. But the deficits grow here pretty rapidly as you head to the south and west. And because of that, drought conditions are even worse. In deep red, that's exceptional drought. But notice that the extreme drought in red continues to expand a little bit farther north and to the east. Meridian sitting just on the eastern edge of that severe drought. So unfortunately, drought conditions are expanding. Now, we are going to have some showers and thunderstorms out there this evening and overnight tonight. They may linger into the early part of the day tomorrow before we dry out, and winds actually picking up later tomorrow as a secondary reinforcing shot of cooler air settles on in for this upcoming weekend. Now, the weekend remains dry and a little bit on the breezy side, so we're going to have an elevated fire risk, unfortunately, but 80s do return into next week. All right, so for tonight, some spotty showers and thunderstorms. Nothing overly heavy, but there will be some areas of heavier rain in a couple of spots where some thunderstorms may develop. Temperatures tomorrow morning will be into the mid-60s. Almost 10 degrees above the average overnight low, and then we'll top out at 81 tomorrow, which is pretty close to, if not slightly below, the average. Now, again, we do expect that secondary shot of reinforcing cooler air to settle on in Friday night, so temperatures on Saturday into Sunday will only warm in the low to mid 70s. The dew points will be falling pretty dramatically as well, down to 44 on Sunday. And then you factor in the overnight low temperatures, and those will be quite a bit lower as well. Sunday morning waking up to 45 and 47 on Monday morning. And then that cooler air returns as we get into mid-month, October 13th to the 19th. We should have below average temperatures in place. So again, here is that line of broken showers and a couple of claps of thunder for the evening. That continues overnight and through the early part of Friday before things dry out again late Friday afternoon as that secondary reinforcing shot of cooler air settles on in. Now, some of the heavier rains with a few more thunderstorms could be possible to the south of Meridian. Enterprise, Quitman, Butler could see more than a half an inch of rain. Again, all depends on where those thunderstorms develop. But temperatures tomorrow morning, mild, almost 10 degrees warmer than average. The wind's picking up out of the north through the day tomorrow, and we should be able to top out at 80 degrees. Again, things will be drying out into the afternoon, so quiet, dry weekends, and definitely cooler with highs in the 70s. But 80s return as we head into next week.